Alright guys, so these are the ingredients we're going to be using. 500 grams of cubed panela queso, 4 roma tomatoes, a half white onion, 2 serrano peppers, 1 poblano pepper, 5 sprigs of a Mexican herb called epazote, 1 clove of garlic, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, half a cup of water, and salt and pepper for taste. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab a skillet. We're going to go ahead and turn it on to about medium-high heat. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook down our tomatoes, our serrano peppers, and our garlic clove. Okay, so while these are starting to soften up, we're going to go ahead and grab our onion because we want to cut them into slices. And now we're going to do the same for the poblano pepper. Want to remove the seeds. Okay, so while we are slicing up our onion and poblano, you want to kind of keep an eye on your veggies over here. So what I did was I went ahead and just turned them just like this. Just like that. Okay, you want to go ahead and cook them on all sides. So let's go ahead and continue with the poblano peppers. We're going to cut them into strips. You know what? We're going to go ahead and cut them in half. Why not? Just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add just a little bit of water to kind of steam it a little, to kind of get it soft. This is just so I can work it faster. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and put a lid on it. That way they can cook just a little bit faster for me. Okay? Just like that. Alright, let's go ahead and take the lid off. Now the only thing is that you don't want these to cook thoroughly. You just want it to have them slightly cooked. And by me adding the water, I just kind of like speeded up the process. So these are good. Now they're nice and soft. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take them off the heat. So now you want to grab a blender. You want to go ahead and grab those veggies you were roasting and put them inside the blender. Now keep in mind that serrano chiles are spicy to some and then not very spicy to others. So the amount you add is all up to you. If this is your first time cooking this and you're not very prone to hot stuff, you can add maybe like a really small serrano pepper, something like this. And the next time you make it, you'll know, okay, you know, I want to add another one. I want a little bit more heat to it. I like heat. I don't like too much heat. But the thing is that when I make this, I share it with others. So I do keep them in mind. Some people don't like the heat and some actually do. This is where we're going to get our half a cup of water. We're going to add that in there. And now we're going to liquefy this. It should look something like this. So now you want to go ahead and put this aside, and we're going to use that here in a few minutes. Okay, so now you want to go ahead and grab a pan. I'm going to use a different pan because the other one I was using for the veggies wasn't deep enough for me. So I wanted something a little bit deeper and a little bit wider. But of course, you just use whatever you have on hand. So we're going to go ahead and start to heat this up. We're going to put it on medium-high heat. So we're going to add our oil. And this is where we're going to add our onions and our poblanos. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're going to cook these together until they are slightly soft. Get them a little brown. Something like this. I don't know if you can see it. Now I like to toss them around as I cook. Because if you leave it and walk away, they will cook on you quick and burn. Especially the onion. So you see how they're starting to turn brown? That's what I like. So this is how it should start looking. This has been cooking already for about 8-9 minutes. My onions are perfectly cooked. This is how you would want them. Soft and browned. Now, as far as the poblano peppers, they do take a little bit longer to cook. So what I like to do is I like to go in there, grab one, and bite into it. It still has a little crunch, but it's not raw, it's cooked. So to me, this is fine. You can cook it a little bit longer. You can get the peppers much more softer, but I am fine with this because the cooking process is not over yet. So now that your veggies are cooked, you want to go ahead and add your salsa. So now once it starts boiling like this, we're starting to get like a slow bubble. This is where we're going to add our herbs. Here's our herbs. So now we're going to go ahead and give it a taste test really quick. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. Alright, now, so after you've added the herbs, the salt and pepper, and it still continue to boil just a little bit, this is where we're going to add our cheese. So we have our cheese. Just going to add it all in there. Okay, so it's been boiling for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat and push it off to the side. Alright, so here it is. This is my salsa. So the way you can eat it is you can eat it as a side dish for any meal you're making. It works really well with eggs and beans. It's a great breakfast dish. I like to eat it with beans in the morning, kind of like mix it in together. Or you can even have it in a tortilla, a corn tortilla. Just kind of put the cheese in there with a little bit of sauce, and you can just eat it like that, like a quesadilla. This dish is very versatile. You can have it any way. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys give it a try. And please let me know down below if you gave it a try. And thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.